Welcome to another Transformers Generations review. This time we're looking at the Voyager class Springer. Now, this is my, actually the Energon bulkhead kind of counts because in the Japanese version, Superlink, yeah, he was called Sprung, kind of like an older Springer, but he just turned a helicopter. But this is my first actual, like, Springer toy. I never got any helicopter or car repaints that were nicknamed Springer. I never had the G1 toy, and arguably, non-arguably, actually, this is the best incarnation Springer, and it is quite awesome. I postponed getting this for a while, and boy, do I regret not getting him soon, because this guy is awesome. Of course, I have the gun and sword helicopter blade combo stored at top. I think it looks silly, so just take it off, just so, and it can be stored right here too. But yeah, this is his car mode, and it is really quite nice. It rolls quite well. It doesn't really have any other features, of course, but just the overall detail on it is really, really nice. All the panels line up really good on here. The spoiler section looks really cool as well. Only little problem I have is I'm always have a little trouble getting this section lined up exactly the way it's supposed to, and whenever I try to, the front windshield kind of pops out of place. So other than that, looks really cool. Here's a comparison with him and his twin brother Sandstorm, which is also equally really cool. A little bit of that extensive retooling. There you go. So yeah, this is actually my favorite mode out of the two. The helicopter mode still looks cool, just not nearly as cool as the car mode, I believe. The transformation to get Springer into is helicopter mode is actually pretty simple. First off, just going to take these panels here, flip them back, which formed his wheels for the car mode. These panels will also swing around right to form the rear blades of the helicopter. And separate this here, and while this is separated, bring it the windshield here, bring it up like that, and let's see, yeah, this panel right here I always have a huge problem with, because it just doesn't want to pop up, and it's, I never quite, there we go, could quite figure out an easy way to, I'm not sure if it's a problem of mine or just kind of a universal problem, but I'm kind of glad it's secure, just kind of still kind of pain. Flip that part down, and then do the exact same thing for this side. Bring this panel down, look underneath, and bring these panels down like so to the side. They don't really peg in anywhere. At least I don't believe so. They just kind of sit there. And then you take his sword, split it down the middle, attach it to the top, and then there you have Springer in his helicopter mode. In my opinion, Springer's helicopter mode is the weaker of the two vehicles, but I still think it looks really good. It's still good. I just prefer Springer's helicopter mode. I forgot to deploy the landing gear during the transformation, but here he is, and he is still really cool. The propeller is played pretty easily. I do kind of like how on Energizer Energon bulkhead, how you push a button and the blades will just bend really fast. Really out of control, but still looks really good. And if you want to, you can bring up the landing gear, so it doesn't have to be in the landing position, and it still looks really cool. But for the sake of the rest of the review, we pull them back out like that, and get a quick comparison with Sandstorm's VTOL mode. Here he is, and quite impressive comparison. You can see that they're in this mode that they're a little bit more similar, except for the obvious blades here and the VTOL fans here. But you can see that they're a little bit more of a remold of each other here. Really cool. So yeah, Springer, definitely really cool. Helicopter mode, definitely the G1 Springer vehicle mode sucked. They just looked exactly the same. And this one, you can definitely tell that they put a lot more effort to make two identifiable vehicle modes. From here, you can transform him from to robot mode from either helicopter or car mode, but I prefer it doing this way. Just because take out the blades, form them back up to the sword. They stay secure pretty nice. Let me bring it up a little bit more. Put in the landing gear. Actually, you're going to need to leave this one out for a little bit. Pull that back in. Go underneath. Pull out these bits here. Going to need to open this little piece up and pull out the hand. Fold that back up. Leave these pieces here. Separate the legs and fold these back up. Bring the feet forward. And you can pretty much position these however you want, but I think this is the more official way of doing it. Stand them up. I forgot to pull out this one hand, like so. Bring up, actually go to the back here, bring this piece down, and fold the back flap up down, bring up the head, and as you're doing that, bring the chest piece down. Bring the arms up, and they'll lock in place into the chest. Go to the back here, bring these panels up and to the side, and they'll partially lock in place. And actually, I think this is supposed to be more up like that. And there is Springer in robot mode. Actually, you need to unpeg these arms a little bit. And there he is. Springer in robot mode is very, very, very cool. Very clean looking figure. Not a whole lot of kibble on the back. Just a very, very nice looking figure. The head is on a ball joint, so there's a wide range of motion here. And so are the shoulders. The elbows are in a real nice clicky ratchet here. The hands are on a swivel joint there. The waist, hips, it's on a in and out and go forward and back. Knees have a very nice clicky ratchet there. No foot articulation, unfortunately, but they are in a good stance position, so he doesn't have to have his legs perfectly straight like that. So that's very nice. You can keep his weapons as either a gun and a sword, which does look mighty impressive. Like that. Or what I prefer to do is have this bit here on top. Actually, I think I had it on bottom before. And for robot mode, and have it positioned dustily to create a kind of bayonet feel. And the gun has 2 projectile missiles, which are fired by pulling back this piece here, which one of them's fired. Yeah, actually, never mind. They're both fired from pushing this gray piece forward. Pretty cool. Yeah, very nice looking figure. And just a quick comparison with him in Sandstorm. In robot mode, you can see a lot more, pretty much all of the changes that they made for each figure here. And this is where they really do honestly look like 2 completely different looking figures. I really dig both of them in their own each little way. Springer is one hell of a figure. Very cool. Do regret not picking him up at an earlier date along with him in Blitzwing. Just very nice, very clean, and just brings back a whole lot of nostalgic memories of seeing Transformers the movie for the first time and being really impressed with Springer and wish I had a toy, but then of course in the future realizing how much the toy sucked. So this is kind of revitalizes my love for Springer. Definitely pick this guy up. Until next time, thanks for watching.